Hello and welcome everyone once again to my YouTube channel learn.com, and today we are going to continue with the topic reported speech. And here I present before you the part 2 of the topic. In part 1 we learned regarding the change, how the tense changes while changing from direct to indirect speech, and in this second part we'll continue with the topic. So moving ahead, let's move on to the next slide. Now in previous video, we learned that if the reporting verb is in past tense, the reported speech changes to corresponding past. But there are certain exceptions to the rule number 2. Now what are those exceptions? So there are certain special cases whereby the reporting verb will be in past tense, but even though we are not supposed to change the tense of the reported speech. So such cases are categorized under the exceptional cases. Let's take up one by one. What are those exceptional cases? So A, as you can see on your screen, if the reported speech expresses a universal truth or a habitual fact, the tenses remain unchanged. Now, as you can see in the example, teacher said the earth goes around the sun. Now, here we see that the reporting verb is in past tense, that is, it is said. And in the previous video, we learned that as soon as we notice the reporting verb in past tense, we are supposed to change the tense of the reported speech to corresponding past. But since it is an exceptional case, now why this is an exceptional case? Because this sentence, the earth goes round the sun, states an universal truth. Means this fact states, this fact remains same throughout the universe, and it does not have any, or it is independent of tense. It remains same, or can be it will be written in the same tense irrespective of the tense, whether we state this statement in present tense or past tense or future tense. This remains same, so it is independent of tense. That is why even if the reporting verb is in past tense, this reported speech does not change. So the teacher said that the earth goes round the sun. Everything remains same, only the inverted commas are replaced by the conjunction that, since it is a universal truth. He said children are very restless. Now again, we know that all the children are restless. So this is a fact. That is why this sentence also remains unchanged. The only change is that the inverted commas are replaced by conjunction that. He said that children are very restless. So these two cases, or the you can say the case 1 where the rule number 2 does not apply, is when the reported speech expresses a universal truth or a habitual fact. I think it's clear to you now. Let's move further. Now, apart from habitual fact and universal truth, what is the second case where the rule number 2 does not apply in spite of being the reporting verb in the past tense? If the reported speech describes a state of affair or an action which still exists when the speech is reported, its tenses remain unchanged. Means any action which began in the past and still continues at the time of being reporting. When we are reporting that action, it still is continuous. In such case also, the tense remain unchanged or does not change. Let's consider the example. She said Alex wants to become rich by winning a lottery. So here she said that Alex wants to become rich by winning a lottery. So here Alex is performing an action of purchasing a lottery in order to become rich, and this action has been going on since past, and it is still continuing when we are talking about it. The day he wins a lottery, that action will be stopped. But since till date he has not won a lottery, his action is continuous, and in such cases also we are not supposed to change the tense. Means any action which began in the past and still continues at the time of reporting, then also irrespective of the reporting verb being in past tense, we are not supposed to change the tense of the reported speech. And third and the final case is that if the reported speech contains a time clause, then also the tense remain unchanged, or you can also say the main verb remains unchanged or becomes past perfect. So the main verb, it may remain unchanged also, and if we wish to change it, it will change to past perfect. Let's consider the example. He said Alex slipped when he was trying to board a train. Now here we can easily understand that it's a time clause because the word when is used, right? The words like when, till, until, these words represent time clause. So we know that it is a time clause, and as soon as we spot a time clause, we are again not supposed to change the tense, or if we have to change, this change to past perfect. He said that Alex had slipped, or you can also write simply slipped. Both are correct. Alex slipped when he was trying to board a train, or Alex had slipped when he was trying to board a train. Both are correct. Let's take up the next one. Now we will move on to the rules for the change of pronouns and possessive adjectives. How the pronouns are changing, or the possessive adjectives change while changing the direct speech to indirect speech. So pronouns, as all of you must be knowing, pronouns are I, we, you, they, he, she. These are all pronouns, and possessive adjectives are those which show possession. That is, which show that a person is an owner of a certain thing. He possesses that thing. So what are the rules? How we are supposed to change those pronouns and possessions? We'll come to know through this subtopic. Let's consider these three examples whereby we'll come to know. So here what it is saying, pronouns and possessions of the first person change according to the subject of the reporting verb. Now all of you must be knowing first person means I and we, second person is you, he, she, they are the third person. So let's begin with it. What does the rule says? Pronouns and possessions of the first person changes according to the subject of the reporting verb. Now let's take up the first example. I said I want to consult my parents. Now up till now, whatever examples I have taken, in that I never took a pronoun. Now here in the reported speech, or in this sentence, we can see that pronoun I is being used. Now, as soon as you spot the first person in the reported speech, first person means I and we. So this first person, if it is a first person, it will change into the subject of the reporting verb. This is the reporting verb is said, and the subject is I. So here you can see inside the reported speech, first person is used, and even the subject of the reporting verb is first person. So it is matching. Both are first person, and that is why no change here. I said, only that we have to insert in place of the inverted commas. I said that I, and the tense will change. I wanted to consult my parents. Because it is past tense, so the tense will change to past. Understood? That is, first person changes to the subject of the report. Now, what I have done in the second example, as you can see, I have changed the subject. Inside the reported speech remains same. I have just changed the subject here. Instead of I am using you here. So now let's see how it changes. You said, I want to consult my parents. Now we know that here we can locate easily that this first person, and we know that first person changes to the subject of the reporting verb. Reporting verb is said, subject is you. It means, according to rule, this pronoun I will change to you. So let's see. You said that. This is simple. You said remains same. Commas are replaced by that. Now this pronoun I is replaced by you. Because the rule says the first person changes to subject of reporting verb and subject is you. So I is changing into you. You said that you wanted because tense will change. You said that you wanted to consult your parents. Now why you are here? Because in direct speech it was first person I, so the possession was my. But here, since it is changed to you, second person, so the possession will also change to your. Correct? For I, we have possession my. Since I is changed to you, so the possession of you is your. You said that you wanted to consult your parents. Now, in the third example, the subject is replaced by he. He said, I want to consult my parents. He said that I. First person should be replaced by the subject of the reporting verb. Subject is he, and that is why I is changed to he. He said that he wanted to consult his parents. Now why his? Because for I the possession is my, but since I is changed to he, so the possession will be his. If we change the pronoun, the possession will also change. So he said that he wanted to consult his parents. So in all these three examples, only the first person pronoun is being used. Purposely I have taken this example so that you can understand it. So the rule says, if there is first person pronoun or possession in the reporting speech, then it is changed according to the subject of the reporting verb. Whatever will be the pronoun inside the comma, that will change according to the subject of the reporting verb. This is regarding first person. Now let's move to the next slide, and this rule says about the second person pronoun. So what does it say? Pronouns and possessions of second person change according to the object of the reporting verb. First person changes according to the subject, and the second person will change according to the object. So here you can see, Alex said to me, your friends are waiting for you. Now here we can see in the reporting speech which pronoun is used? Second person. And if the second person is used, it will change to the object of the reporting verb, that is right hand side to the reporting verb. On left hand side we find subject, on right side we will find object. So here it is second person, but here the object is first person. So the second person will change to first person, because the rule says the second person changes according to the object of the reporting verb. And one more thing, whenever you find said to, it changes to told in case of assertive sentences, because these all examples are assertive sentences. Up till now, whatever examples I have taken, all are assertive. In the next video, I am going to take interrogative, imperative and exclamatory. So in case of assertive sentences, that is when the reported speech is an assertive sentence, If the reporting verb is set to, then it is changed to told. I have mentioned here set to changes to told. So Alex told me that my friends were waiting for me. Changes to first person. Changing to first person. Why? Because inside it is second person, and according to rule it should change to object, and object is first person. Similarly, here see the object is changed to you. Here I had used first person, now I am using second person. So Alex said to you, your friends are waiting for you. So as you can see, inside we have second person, so it will change to the object of the reporting verb, and here even the object is second person, so both are matched. That is why don't change here. You can find both pronoun and possession remains same because the object is also second person, and inside the reported speech the pronoun is also second person. So Alex told you that your friends were waiting for you. Only the tense is changing because it is past tense. So R becomes verb. Alex said to him, your friends are waiting for you. Now here, Alex said to him, your friends are waiting for him. So Alex told him that, third person, here second person, so it will change to the object which is him, and that is why it is changed to third person. Alex told him that his friends were waiting for him. So in this way, we came to know that if the pronoun used in the reported speech is in second person, then it will change according to the object of the reporting verb. And if the pronoun used in the reported speech is first person, then it will change according to the subject of the reporting verb. And the next one, that is a third, that is pronouns and possessions of the third person remain unchanged. So this is very simple, because if there is third person inside the reported speech, then it does not change. It remains same. I said to you, she should be punished. Now here she, he, she, they, as you know, these all are third person. So if it is third person, it will not change. I said to you will become I told you, because said to. I told you that she should be punished. I said he was surprised by her behavior. I said that he was surprised by her behavior. He remains he, she remains she, because possessions and pronouns of the third person remain unchanged. So once again I am repeating, we have totally three pronouns: first person pronoun, second person pronoun, and third person pronoun. First person pronoun changes according to the subject of the reporting verb. Second person pronoun changes according to the object of the reporting verb. And third person pronoun remains unchanged. Moving on to the next one, expression of time and place in indirect speech. Now these are certain words which are very frequently used in reported speech, and these words express time and place. That is, they are used with respect to time and place. So you should always keep in mind, you should remember these words, they are very frequently used. So if you find these words in direct speech, then they will change to these words in indirect speech. That is, this changes to that, these changes to those, here changes to there, now changes to then, ago changes to before, today changes to that day, yesterday changes to the day before or the previous day, and finally tomorrow changes to the day after or the next day. So you should remember these words. Whenever you find these words in the direct speech, these words in direct speech are changed to these in the indirect one. Let's take a few examples to understand it. See, he said, I shall solve this problem tomorrow. Here by mistakenly I have typed this 2 times, should be single time. He said, I shall solve this problem tomorrow. Now here we have to apply all the rules whatever we have studied till now. that is regarding the tenses, regarding the reporting verb, regarding the pronoun, all the rules. So let's see what I told you, that as soon as you get a direct speech, you should first try to find out the reporting verb. So the reporting verb here is said, that is, it is in past tense. So as soon as you find that the reporting verb is in past tense, the tense of the reported speech changes to corresponding past. So we are supposed to change the tense also. So he said, commas are replaced by that. This is a regular process. He said that. Now the pronoun I is changed to he. Why? Because first person. I is first person, so it will be changed to the subject, which is he, and that is why this I is changed to he. Rules regarding the change of pronouns. First person changing to the subject. So he said that he would, because shall and will changes to would. If you remember, I had given the list in the first video. He said that he would solve. This changes to that. Just now I told you in the previous slide that this changes to that. He said that he would solve that problem the day after, because tomorrow changes to day after. So here many changes are taking place. So you have to consider all the rules at a time in order to arrive at the correct answer. He said that he would solve that problem the day after. Commas are replaced by that. I is changed to he. Then shall is changed to would. This is changed to that. And tomorrow is changed to the day after. So, quite a large number of changes are taking place here. And so you have to keep simultaneously, you are supposed to keep all the rules in mind regarding the change of tenses, the reporting verb, then pronouns, possessions, so everything. Let's take up a final example. She said, we shifted to this flat yesterday. Now the reporting verb is said, that is, we need to change the tense. So she said that, commas are replaced by that. They had shifted. Now why are we using had shifted here? Because this is already in past tense. Now if you remember in the first video I had told that present changes to past, past changes to perfect, and perfect does not change. So since this is already past tense, so it will change to perfect. She said that they had shifted to that flat. This will change to that flat the day before. Yesterday changes to the day before. She said that they had shifted to that flat the day before. So in this way, in today's video, we learned how we should keep in mind the exceptions regarding the rule number 2. That is, even if the reporting verb is in past tense, we are not supposed to change certain exceptional cases to past tense. And after that, we learned how to change the pronouns and possessions, whereby we learned that first person pronoun changes to according to the subject, the second person pronoun changes according to object, and third person pronoun does not change. Then we learned certain words regarding the expression of time and place, and we solved certain examples. Hope you understood up till here. And in the final video, that is the third part of the video, I'll take up the interrogative sentences, exclamative sentences, and imperative sentences. Up till now, whatever examples I have taken, all are assertive. That is the reported speech. Whatever the reported speech we are getting, the sentence within the inverted commas is a type of sentence. And up till now, all the sentences were of assertive type. Now in the next video, I'm going to cover what are the rules if the reported speech is interrogative, what are the changes we are supposed to make if the reported speech is imperative or exclamatory. So that will come to know in the next part or the final part of this video. So once again, thanks everyone for watching the video. Hope you understood and liked it. And in case you liked it, do hit the like button. And if you have not subscribed the channel yet, please do it so that you get the notification as soon as I upload any new video. Once again, I thank everyone for watching the video.